This is Secretly Awesome, sponsored by Hiscox Insurance. I'm Roxy Te, an entrepreneur and furniture designer, literally raised in my family's furniture factory.
Oh, hi!
I find inspiration for my designs in everyday life and love including fun, unexpected elements. And that's what this show is all about. We find and celebrate small businesses, products, and experiences that are secretly awesome. Today, from the best blink and you'll miss it kebab shop in the Bay Area to this LA candy shop more than a century old and a racing school in Philly so incredible Will Smith is making a video series about it. This is Secretly Awesome. Our first stop, a spa where young girls go to celebrate their inner sparkle. Oh, I love that. With manis, petties, and of course, every girl's favorite thing, glitter slime.
Posh Princess Palace is a beautiful young girl spa where girls come to celebrate their inner sparkle. A day at Posh Princess Palace means they enjoy manicures, pedicures, facials, makeup, glittery updos, and slime! Every party package has a combination of crafts and spas. It can be any craft. They love slime. Sparkle slime, rainbow slime, mermaid slime, unicorn slime, you name it. And then there's other crafts like painting and making dream catchers, which are awesome. Those are my favorite for the older girls. Once the girls are done with their craft, whether it's painting, slime, or dream catchers, they come out and prepare themselves for the pampering. The girls get their robes. If it's the birthday girl, she'll have her birthday sash on, her little tiara. And then they all celebrate with our Beauty Bubbly, which is sparkling apple cider served in flutes while they enjoy their spa services. July and August, we're offering a Razzle Dazzle Rainbow package, which is rainbow slime, 2 spa services, usually our rainbow manicure, rainbow pedicure, or you can switch it out, it can be rainbow makeup. Sometimes the moms like to have the unicorn facial, which is the hydrating sheet mask for kids, and the gel pad cucumbers on their eyes. Parents always get a kick out of those because they look so cute. Posh Princess Palace is also for boys. We have adorable gray robes for the boys to participate in the spa. All you have to do is call us and we take care of all the details. Posh Princess Palace is a wonderful place where girls can celebrate their inner sparkle.
When a company wants to make a commercial or magazine or social media ad, most times it's cheaper to use stock footage and photography to get that done. But when looking through footage, many of the images they have to choose from aren't very diverse. This secretly awesome startup is looking to change that.
Images, videography allows people to feel like they are welcome, and it opens up conversations. Diversity right now is a hot topic that needs to stay. Tonal is a diverse stock photography business with the mission to showcase those who are misrepresented and underrepresented in the stock photography world. Tonal started from realizing that there was a lack of racially diverse imagery online, so that haunted me. I met Joshua Kissy, and he's a photographer, very talented, and I thought to myself, why not reach out to him about this idea for stock photography showcasing more diverse people?
When Karen initially approached me about the idea of Tonal, I said, absolutely not. Like, I don't have the time for it, and it's not something I aspire to do because all of photography is not really creative, not artistic.
And so we just decided not to do it. Well, then in the summer of 2016, Philando Castile and Alton Sterling were murdered. The news were telling false stories about them, painting them to be villains. And Joshua reached back out to me and he said, Karen, why don't we do that stock photography business that you said? Because it's our time to showcase our people in their true light, share their true stories. And so from that moment, that was when Tonal was birthed.
we really found ourselves like kind of crushed and thinking through what could we do to kind of aid in the understanding of conversation around race, ethnicity, sexuality, just all underrepresented populations. And of course, a year later, I had a whole different perspective on how impactful photography could be in these stock photography markets.
When you do not see yourself in imagery, in videography, you tend to feel like you are isolated or that you don't matter. Images, videography, all of that allows people to feel like they are welcome. And not only that, but it opens up conversations. And diversity right now is a hot topic that needs to stay.
I think it's just a question that every company, corporation, nonprofit, whatever organization it is, need to ask, like, are we actually including the people we need to speak to? And do we have the tools to do so? Do we have people that represent roles that people might identify with to feel like they could be a part of this brand, organization, job? So I think in all levels of our lives, we're asking ourselves, is it diverse enough? Does it represent all of us as a people? And Tonal is just that in physical form. It's a catalog website with so many different types of people and identities that may relate to somebody that may not feel seen, and I think that's super important.
Coming up, we'll take you to the racing school for inner city youth that caught Will Smith's attention.
The mission behind the Urban Racing School is to introduce urban youth to the motorsports industry as a possible career opportunity.
And later, she literally started her hair care company by mixing ingredients in her kitchen. Now it's worth millions.
So y'all remember when Natural Club had no money?
You're watching Secretly Awesome. Welcome back to Secretly Awesome. Most inner city kids don't grow up thinking of motorsports as a possible career. But this inner city program in Philly is racing to make a difference.
You ready to roll?
We're the only program like this in the world.
Your race is up.
When they put us on a racetrack, it was like nothing we even experienced before.
Excited?
I won the last race, so I just want to tell all you boys that.
The adrenaline is coming right now, I can feel it.
How fast you go on the track?
No, I know I go fast and just go.
The mission behind the Urban Racing School is to introduce urban youth to the motorsports industry as a possible career opportunity. We've touched thousands of kids' lives.
Put these kids in the driver's seat of a sport that doesn't necessarily look like them.
Racing is just kind of like the carrot into teaching the kids about different opportunities in STEM.
We're an after-school program. The program is free.
I feel amped up a little bit.
There are a lot of kids in the inner city communities that can actually do this, but they have never been introduced to this particular industry.
Remember Lewis Hamilton? They found him when he was 9 years old. He had a chance to sign when he was 12.
100% of the races always start on karts. It's your first feel of the wheel. It's hard to get behind Dad's car because you have to have a license in order to do that.
They can get up to 40, 50 miles an hour.
This is the regular wheel that you would have on a regular car, and this is the pedals, and these are the wheels.
And we have kids on a waiting list to get into the program.
They're bringing in all types of opportunities, like NASCAR owners, looking for people to bring onto their teams.
Me as a NASCAR owner, coming from the inner city, racing wasn't a big thing, especially for me. Basketball, football, baseball was on the radar. They've given hope that there's other things they can do.
If you are intelligent, if you are good with your hands, this is something that you can definitely do.
If you go out to any NASCAR track, there's not a lot of you guys out there. Understand what you're doing, it's something different, it's something bold, it's something innovative. I just look for kids who have that it factor they want to be in racing.
We're gonna head into the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Motorsports Lab. This is brand new.
Teaching STEM through the eyes of motorsports, that's our motto.
I saw your question.
We think that the Urban Youth Racing School is that thing that excites kids about regular school.
It's 10-week long. You have 5 weeks of classroom training. From the first engineering of the motor to the car, Afro-Americans were always around.
They understand that there were people that looked like them that invented engines and invented cars and had a chance to design cars.
I learned so many things that I haven't learned before.
The second 5 weeks of the program is all on-track driving.
This is experiential learning. These kids are walking the track, so they're experiencing the education.
To get a better entry into this turn, you need to be out here wide.
If you're able to master your apex while you're racing, and apex is the center part of a turn, you actually learn that term in geometry class. Once it becomes relevant for you, then guess what? It's not as hard. It actually becomes easy.
If my car is like wiggling too much on each turn, that means I either need to hit the turn wider or cut in closer.
Everything that they actually do at the racing school, you see points for it. So attendance, taking tests, writing essays, but the most amount of points that you can actually receive are your actual school grades. We add all those points up together, they come up with what we call the Chevrolet Points Champion. They win scholarships. So it creates competition. It creates incentive for them to want to do better in school.
These are inner city kids that are involved with STEM, racing, financial literacy, and they get up early Saturday morning to come out and experience this stuff. Whether they go into professional racing or not, this program creates a very strong discipline.
I started this in 1998. Right now, Darren, our junior, is our spokesperson. We've got Jeff Gordon come here. We've had Kyle Busch, Randy Moss, Donovan McNabb, Charles Barkley. And at this point right now, Will Smith. He's getting ready to do a docu-series on the racing school. It's a fictional show, but it's going to be true stories of things that are happening with our kids and their quest to get involved in the industry. But it's really more about making STEM cool in the urban communities. Any kid in the urban racing school was part of our family.
Once you commit to it as a racer, it doesn't matter if you're from one city to another, female, male. Once you commit to it, you're a racer.
Women don't go into NASCAR racing, so being able to be a part of this, it's been wonderful.
The girl thing, it really annoys me because I feel like girls can do exactly what boys can do. But that doesn't even make sense.
Kids work for NASCAR, work for other racing organizations. A lot of our kids are engineers. Some of our kids are scientists. By introducing them to this particular industry, it's giving a lot of kids hope. It's like there's nothing more prideful than that for me.
We change lives, but not just that one child's life. Once you just change the trajectory of one child, you change the trajectory of their future, their kids, their grandkids, and even their own family.
Love stories that explore the positive side of life? Me too. Follow @Localish for more good news like this every day. And coming up, they've been in business for 117 years. What's the secret to this candy shop's success?
We make some very traditional mochi, and we also make artisan style.
We're heading to LA's Little Tokyo when we return. Welcome back to Secretly Awesome. She's a former law student who wanted better hair care options. So of course, why wouldn't she just start mixing up ingredients in her own kitchen? Now, she runs a multi-million-dollar business, revolutionizing hair care.
My name is Mohjal Tajani. I'm the founder and CEO of Natural Club. While at college, I was making my own hair products because I was just so frustrated at the current hair products on the market that were making my hair dry, brittle, unhealthy, that I just started mixing things up in my kitchen. My gut feeling was, if it's good for you inside your body, it's gonna be good for you outside of your body. Welcome to Natural Club's headquarters in Philadelphia.
Y'all remember when Natural Club had no money?
All around the room, you'll see plants because we are plant-powered ourselves. I was pursuing law school after college and I did not end up that route. For the first time that I actually blended up avocados and oils and butters and I put it in my hair, I was just in disbelief. It made my hair so well defined. It just was moisturized for so much longer. Avocado Deep Conditioner was our very first product. To get the word out, I used my YouTube channel, and my audience were the ones who really just wanted to buy the product. I started with a crowdfunding campaign and I sold about $10,000 worth of product that didn't exist yet. And so from that point, I knew this is the next big thing and I wanted to pursue Natural Club full time. Fast forward to this month, I have a team of 25 people with over 20 different products for hair.
When we wanted all these influencer videos, what did we do? We reached out to about 200 of them. Sometimes we got 20 responses, sometimes we got 5, sometimes we got 0. But you know what? Now we have over 500 videos. You go on YouTube. When I was looking for a job, what really made me excited about working for Natural Club was like working for a company that was in the grassroots level. There was only 2 people, and then when me and Jamie joined, it was 4 people. So I knew that what I was doing was really impactful.
When I started, we didn't have an office. In the last 7 or 8 months, so much has changed.
Now we have 20 different products, and we recently received $1 million investment from the largest ethnic hair care company. I'm so happy that I stuck with Natural Club through all of the hard days because this is the moment that I've dreamed about. My biggest advice to young entrepreneurs is just to start now. There's never a perfect moment for you to launch. Put your product out there, get feedback, and keep growing.
This candy shop in LA has been a neighborhood fave for a long time, like really long time, like 117 years long. These must be some seriously tasty treats.
During the holidays, if everything goes well, I would hope to sleep for a few hours a day, like 2 or 3 hours. But unfortunately, if anything goes wrong, like a machine needs maintenance or something, basically I have 2 hours to fix it. It's the only way because this mochi has to be made fresh. We make it during the night so we can get to our customers in the morning. My name is Brian Quito, and I'm owner of Bougatsa Confectionery. We're at my store at 315 East 1st Street. This is the oldest business in Little Tokyo. Bougatsa has been in business since 1903, and so currently we're at 116, going on 117 years. Our specialty is making mochi. We make some very traditional mochi with sweet bean paste. We make some contemporary snack food type mochis, and we also make more artisan style, the things that we've created in our shop over the last few years. Well, my grandfather started the store in 1903, and my father took over the store after World War II, after they came out of camps. And I took over the store in 1980, officially 1986. This is my son, Corey. He's actually going to represent the 4th generation of this store. He's been training now for 1.5 years while he's going to school, and we'll hopefully get him educated and then over to Japan to study some, and then he'll be back to take over the store. Talk about a little pressure. Yeah, I mean, there might be a little pressure on him. Between Christmas and New Year's, we are the biggest producer of Japanese mochi. We will probably end up making about maybe 30,000 pounds of mochi between now and New Year's.
It's kind of like non-stop, just like you rush trying to fill the orders. A lot of sleep deprivation for sure for everyone. But it's nice to see a lot of old customers and a lot of family during New Year's time.
I guess if I had to guess why our store is so important to Little Tokyo is, you know, we have a very clear customer base and that we draw customers to the area. A lot of people that come in here, they come in here first time as children. And normally they're going to come in with their grandparents. And so it doesn't only just, it's a candy store, but it also creates, you know, those memories of having something sweet, having something with grandma, grandpa. And it's been going on for 116 years. You know, it just keeps building on itself, and it's part of the culture. And I'm really happy that it is still here, actually. Who would think that you would have a small little mom and pop candy store that would survive, you know, the Great Depression, World War II, and all these things, and still stay alive and still doing business after over 100 years.
Coming up, you might miss the entrance, but you won't miss the amazing smell.
It's important to have Afghani food to introduce food, and through food, introduce my culture and my hospitality.
You're watching Secretly Awesome. You'll smell it before you see it, and if you blink, you might miss it. This secretly awesome Bay Area kebab house serves up the best in Afghan food and culture.
Service is incredible. The patrons are really, I mean, it's very family friendly, very warm environment.
You can't come to Northern California and not have Afghan food at the Afghan, and the food is amazing.
People get so happy when they eat a good meal.
We would wait over an hour for this place.
My name is Aziz, and I am the owner of the Afghan Kebab House and the Afghan cuisine. This part of Fremont is known as Little Kabul. The Afghan Kebab House been here since 1993. That little hole on the wall. They say that, if you blink, you will miss it. But if you smell something good and you see a little line, you're wondering what's going on. And, you gotta try it someday.
I've traveled a lot of different places, and I could hands down say from the places that I've tried, anywhere in the world, I would rate this #1, easily.
We have some of the very special dishes that's unique and very tasty food that everybody know and everybody love the taste of it. Kebabs are delicacy, yes, in Afghanistan. Beef kebab, chicken kebab, lamb kebab. Why it's important to have Afghani food in the Bay Area? To introduce food, and through food, introduce my culture and my hospitality.
I have the bolani, the Kabuli pulao, chicken kebab, beef kebab, and the chabli. Can't tell you how I'm excited to eat this. It's very tender, full of flavor. I can't even grab the bone because it's the meat just falls right off it. It is so delicious.
My secret is the quality of the food. You can ask anybody in Fremont. People come from around the world, and when they come here to the Bay Area, they have heard about the Afghan.
There's been times when we've waited like hour and a half just to be seated, just because anytime people come from out of town, out of the country, this is a staple in Northern California.
I believe that's because of the taste of the food and, of course, the way we treat them. Like, we want them to leave happy and appreciate the meal that we are serving them.
Thank you for coming to the Afghan cuisine.
And that's our show. Until next time, I'm Roxy Te. Don't forget to follow us at Localish.